So you may have read articles in the news of late that saying we are heading for another housing crash. We are going to see short sales, foreclosures. Whether that happens, who knows? I don't have a crystal ball. But what we are going to look at today is if there has been any foreclosures and short sales in the past year in Longmont. And then we're going to look at the surrounding areas and compare that to Longmont. So stay tuned. We're going to find those things out, and I've got a surprise for you at the end. My name is Haley Bartlett. I am the owner of this channel. I live, work, and play here in the Longmont area. And I am also a realtor in the Longmont and surrounding areas. And if you're looking to buy a house, a foreclosure, or any other kind of house, jump on my calendar. The link is down below, and that will take you straight to book an appointment with me. I would love to chat more with you. For now, we are going to check out and see, did we even have any short sales or foreclosures in Longmont in the last 12 months? Okay, so there was one whole foreclosure. No short sales listed anyway. Like, they could be done outside of the MLS, but for the most part, these things are listed on the MLS. So from what I can see, this one was a bank-owned property. So it had already been returned to the bank through foreclosure, because they couldn't afford to pay their mortgage anymore. When you miss a certain amount of payments, you can have the opportunity to short sale it, or if it goes too long, then the bank is just going to foreclose on you, and then the bank owns the property again and they go and sell it. And this is what happened here. It sold within a couple days once the bank put it on, and it sold for $630,000, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. So that is all. That is all I can see in Longmont in the past 12 months when it comes to short sales or bank-owned properties. Now, if we go outside of Longmont and let's say we look in Boulder and Weld County, let's see what that gives us, because it's a little bit of a different picture. Okay, so this is your map for Boulder and Weld County foreclosures and short sales, or houses that had already gone back to the bank and were sold. So you can see here on the map that these are pretty much spread out through the county. There's only a few in Boulder County, but there's quite a few more in Weld County. And if we look at the total here, let's bring it up. There are 24. So, and when we're looking at Boulder County, some of them are the more expensive ones. So this one was a short sale, and what that means is they realized, hey, we can't afford to make payments anymore. We need to try and sell this at a loss, or sell it to break even. And then the bank will approve a certain number that it can be sold at. And the bank may say, okay, we'll just take that and we'll, wipe the slate clean. Or the bank may say, we'll take this, but you're still going to owe us a certain amount of money. So it's really, you got to be really careful with these short sale situations, because you have to know if the bank is still going to make you owe any money, or if they're happy to just take a certain amount and wipe it clean. And they can be tricky because the bank sometimes can take time to approve it. It's best if the bank will approve it ahead of time at a certain number, and then we know, what we're negotiating. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes they'll do it once you have an offer in hand, and then they'll decide whether they will take that or not. So that's kind of what happens if you're selling, and this was a big house that sold for under $2 million, which somebody got a deal on this house, to be honest. It's in pretty good condition inside. Not all foreclosures or short sales that you might buy are in bad condition. People are in all kinds of situations, especially right now, in this economical kind of time that we are in, and things happen and people just have to get rid of their houses as best they can. So sometimes you can get, a really good deal, and somebody got a really good deal on that house. we have this one in LaSalle, and this one actually sat on the market for quite a bit. Another, 3,000 square foot house. Looks like it's on property. Once again, in decent condition. Maybe a little more updating needed on that one. And that one was a foreclosure that the bank was selling. So I'm just kind of giving you an example of what houses do come into these bank sales or short sales. So if you are a buyer that's thinking of kind of getting a deal on one of these, you know what you're looking at. And the process, like I said, can take longer. You have to wait for bank approval. That can take a while sometimes. I've done 2 this year, 2 short sales this year, and it can be a pain to get the bank to agree to something or even just look at the paperwork sometimes. That was that one we just looked at in Longmont. You have this one in Eaton, which has some nice land behind. And a lot of these look like they already went to foreclosure and were bank owned, and then the bank is selling them. This one is a short sale, so they got ahead of the foreclosure game. If you go to foreclosure, it will do more damage to your finances, to your credit score and your ability to buy a house again than if you do a short sale. So it's always best to try and short sell first if you can. And then if you can't, it goes into foreclosure. So here are some. There's quite a few in Greeley. Kind of look at the map and see. There seems to be a concentration of them in Greeley, which is interesting. So yeah, this area here is all kind of Greeley. So Greeley has kind of a concentration of the foreclosures in short sales. But this gives you an idea that, 24 over 2 counties is not a huge amount. We are not in this situation where we are short selling houses in every neighborhood at this point. So that kind of just gave you an idea of how many are out there in 2 counties. And Weld County is a large county. So 24 houses over 2 counties, including a really big county, is really not that many in 12 months. It is not sell-off. We are not selling off houses left, right, and center. Now, I have done, I think I mentioned 2 short sales this year. And previous to that, I hadn't done any in quite a while. So having short sales pop up was a shock to me. But you can see the market is not collapsing at this point. And like I said, I can't tell what will happen in the future. It's going to depend on these interest rates, but even then, homes are still not super affordable for people. But this also gives you an idea as a buyer what you may be able to negotiate. And you just need to know that it does take a lot longer because you have to deal with the bank. The bank in a short sale or in a bank-owned property, they have to give the final approval for the offer. Now, I want to go back and show you like in 2020, what the numbers look like then for these short sales. Okay, so I decided on 2020 because that was when that COVID year really took off and the market started to just go up and up and up. Like I saw a lot of my homeowners, clients at that point, their houses were going up 10 to 15% year over year on the value, which is crazy. And then my buyers were having to make crazy deals. So 2020, there was 21 houses in that Weld and Boulder County area. So it was pretty on par in 2020 with this year, which I found crazy. I thought there would have been less in 2020. So that really shows that in terms of these short sales and foreclosures right now, at the end of 2025, we are not in panic mode. The market has dropped a little bit, which is great because, like I mentioned, affordability needs to change, but we are not in panic mode yet. So back here at this time in 2020, we saw kind of more in this Lochbuie, Fort Lupton area, and only a few in Boulder again, but Boulder's smaller than Weld County, and then that kind of Greeley area. But that hopefully helps give you an idea that we're kind of on par with 2020, when 2020 was crazy, when sellers could get whatever they wanted for their houses. So these people must have been, in really hard times to have to short sale or foreclose their house. So overall, looking at this information, and I got a little, shock myself because I hadn't looked at it previously. I was looking at it in real time with you as I make this video. We're in an okay place right now. Like I mentioned, home prices are dropping a little bit. So for sellers, that's a little bit like, but for buyers, that's a great thing. And sellers, in the end, it's a good thing for you too, because we need more buyers to come out and come to the table so that we don't just have homes sitting forever and we don't have that short sale and foreclosure number go up. I will be sure to keep you in tune with what is going on in the market. If you need help, if you feel like you can't make your house payments, please don't feel bad. I was there in 2012 after the whole 2008 thing personally. So I really understand the situation. I understand that there is some shame around it, but you shouldn't have that. And I want you to know that I am here to help you. So feel free to book an appointment down below. The link is down below. And let's chat about it. Let's see what options you have. And if you're a buyer looking to snap up one of these homes, as you can see, there's not a whole lot out there, but if you're looking in any of those areas where they were concentrated, it might be worth taking a look. Once again, feel free to book an appointment down below. Haley Bartlett, hope you are having a fabulous day. Cheers, friends.